guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my first ever Anti haul. So I've been seeing these go all around YouTube and I thought it would be fun to do one of my very own. So if you want to see the products that I'm not buying this year, then obviously stay tuned, subscribe to my channel and like this video, and yeah, stay tuned. So I have my list of products written down in front of me, but of course if someone wants to send me or buy me or gift me any of the products that I mentioned, I am definitely open. I'm not completely opposed to receiving any of these items. However, I just do not want to purchase them with my own money. Yeah, they're just not making the cut for me, but like I said, I will take them as gifts if someone wants to gift them to me. So the first item that I have on my list is the new Kat Von D Everlasting Glimmer Liquid Lipsticks. So Kat Von D just recently released some liquid lipsticks. I believe they're doing a flash sale currently right now on the Sephora website for 1 day only, which it's probably too late because by the time I get this video up, it's going to be past that point. But they're releasing very soon. They're just glitter liquid lipsticks, different colors. You know, Kat Von D likes to do vivid, bright colors. However, for me personally, I'm not a big fan of glitter lips. I love glitter, I love liquid lips, but I do not like them combined. So it's definitely going to have to be a pass for me, although I do love the Kat Von D Everlasting lipsticks. They are hands down one of my favorite liquid lipsticks, but these glittery, glimmer liquid lipsticks are just not going to be for me. So the next item or items in my anti haul are going to be the new Dose of Colors and Luster Lux Desi Perkins collab. I love Desi Perkins and I love Luster Lux and I love them together. However, I'm not going to be purchasing this collab. Not that I don't think that the products are going to be amazing or the packaging is nice or anything like that. I just feel like a lot of the colors for like the lipsticks and stuff like that aren't really going to suit my skin tone. And there's just really nothing in the collection that's really just jumping out at me where I feel like I have to have it. So I'm just going to keep my money on this one and it's just going to be a pass. But like I said, if anyone of my lovely friends or anything like that were to gift it to me, I would be very appreciative. But for me to spend my money on it, it's just going to be a no for right now. So the next item that I have on my list of products that I'm not going to be buying is the new Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. So as you may or may not know, they just released pictures of the palette online, I believe either yesterday or a couple days ago, unveiling what the inside of the palette looked like. Now initially when I saw just like the exterior of the palette, I'm like, oh, this is going to be great, this is going to be for me. And then I saw the inside and I'm just like, while the colors are very, very pretty, they're just not colors that I necessarily like need in my collection, because at this point I just have a lot of eyeshadow and I just feel like a lot of colors in that palette I wouldn't necessarily use. So don't get me wrong, I did love the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. Like that is my baby. Like I keep it propped up on my vanity. Like that is like one of my go-to palettes. But this new one, the Desert Dusk palette, is just not going to be for me. It's just going to be a pass for me. So the next item in my anti haul is going to be the Kat Von D Cream Contour Palette. Now, I think they were talking about releasing this palette or coming out with this palette last year. So it's been quite some time since they actually like put the palette out there. It's coming out pretty soon. I believe it's coming out either this month or next month, probably this month. But it's just been so much time since when they were talking about it to when it's releasing that I kind of necessarily lost interest. I'm not really a huge fan of cream contouring. I pretty much do it every like once in a long while. So this palette is just not going to be something that I would utilize. I would buy it and then it would just essentially just sit in one of my drawers somewhere. So this is just going to have to be a pass for me. So the next item in my anti haul is going to be the new Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. So I purchased the first palette and I purchased the second palette. However, I'm not really impressed with the third or the fourth palette. In my personal opinion, I think the first palette was the best palette. However, I didn't even find myself really using that palette all too much, so I even ended up returning it. So to go ahead and have like that first Lorac Pro palette and then purchase the fourth just doesn't seem to make sense for me. So I will not be purchasing the new Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. this time around. I didn't purchase the 3 and I didn't regret it. The 2 and the 1, like I said, I ended up returning. Not to say they weren't good palettes, they just weren't something that I necessarily needed or I found myself really gravitating towards. So the last 2 items of this anti haul are both going to be from Too Faced. Now, I am somewhat a fan of Too Faced. I have the Sweet Peach palette, which I love just honestly opening up the palette and smelling it because it just smells so delicious. However, there are a couple palettes that Too Faced is coming out with that I will not find myself purchasing, but I would not be upset if someone did purchase it for me or gifted it to me. It's just not something that I would necessarily buy for myself. So those 2 palettes are going to be the Clover palette. While this palette does look kind of like vibrant, it has pretty colors, it's just not something that I would use. I already know it's just not going to be for me. And then the new Too Faced chocolate bar palette that's coming out soon is definitely a hard no for me. The colors just seem kind of dull. I mean, maybe because it is like the white chocolate bar palette. However, there's just no colors in it that really, like, I really gravitate towards or I'm really, like, super excited about. Like, the palette, again, like I said, just seems kind of dull. So I will not be purchasing any of those palettes. Yeah, I just won't be purchasing any of those palettes. However, I am super excited about the collaboration that Too Faced is supposed to be doing with Jackie Aina. Whatever that is, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to buy it. I love Jackie Aina, so anything with her name on it, I'm purchasing. So that I'm super excited about. But just those 2 Too Faced palettes, I'm just not really excited about. So they're just going to be a no for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my first ever anti haul. If you did, obviously give it a thumbs up so I can see that you liked the video and I can do more, like maybe like monthly or something, depending on if you guys really like this video or not. I appreciate you guys for sticking to the end and watching the video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and comment, leave me something good below, and enjoy the rest of your day.